What's up, everyone? It's Sarah. A new apartment expansion pack is about to drop, so we will take some time to dive into the fascinating history and transformation of apartments in the popular Sims game series. Now, in the early days of The Sims, apartments were simple and small, offering really only the bare necessities that we needed. Sims had to make the most out of the limited space. As time went on, advancements were made and the apartments began to evolve. They started to incorporate more amenities such as larger windows to let in natural light, better outdoor space, and much more. Let's take a look into the Sims 2 apartment history. Sims 2 Apartment Life was the 8th and final expansion pack for the game. It was released in August of 2008. The Sims 2 apartments also brought us witches, butlers, spiral staircases, and much more into the game. I was obsessed, y'all. Like, obviously, you have no idea. Let's talk about one of my favorite worlds the Sim team has given us, Belladonna Cove. Obviously, named after the one and only Bella Goth, because as we all know, when you load into the game, there is a statue of her holding a plumb bob. And this is the largest neighborhood of the Sims 2 franchise. It had 48 lots, y'all. 48 lots. The neighborhood featured apartments, a trailer park, and different other broken up areas of the town, which we all know, of course, as the social class, which is a brand new feature that was brought into the game for The Sims 2 with this pack and still used, obviously, today in the Sims worlds. When you rented an apartment like clockwork, every Monday, your landlord would stop on by to collect rent. They would also take care of any maintenance issues that you had. The rent prices for the apartments vary depending on the apartment size, interior, and backyard, much like The Sims 4. Roommates were also included into the game. They were NPCs, could move in with you, and they had a satisfaction meter that showed how much they liked living with you or how much they hated you and your Murphy bed of terror. Let's get into the drag that was The Sims 3 apartments. Sims launched the Late Night expansion pack in October of 2010. The Sims 3 Late Night brought penthouse-style apartments, the return of vampires and butlers, and we were given celebrities, paparazzi, bouncers, and more. Bridgeport was the world that came with this EP, y'all, if you did not remember. The town was founded by Ebenezer Alto. It was once a shipping town that was full of sailors and smugglers. Fake taxis zoomed by to really give it that downtown feel. This EP was mainly focused on celebrity lifestyle, but it did bring us the apartments that we were wanting. Let's talk about the Sims 3 University Life. Sims 3 University Life expansion pack dropped in March of 2013. Now, this rabbit hole type world came with 56 lots in total. We saw the return of the Murphy beds, social groups, vending machines, and much more. The dorms acted like apartments in the Late Night EP. You could customize the interior, but the exterior was off limits. Much like today in The Sims 4, dorm roommates were randomized NPCs. It is safe to say that the apartments serve as semi-communal residential lots when it comes to The Sims 3. They definitely work different from the apartments in The Sims 2. As I said, neither one of them allows the players to have multiple households residing on the same lot, unfortunately, and your roommates were kind of just like randomized NPCs. Penthouses gave you guys the options to live in a designated space within a shell of a building like we have now with the apartments. Now it's back to the future. Here we are, it's November 2016 and The Sims launched City Living for The Sims 4. San Myshuno was the world that came with this expansion pack and gave us the option to live in apartments and penthouses. June 2020, The Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle was released, which added 2 more apartment buildings into the game, which we desperately needed. Sims 4 apartments are very similar to how the Sims 3 Late Night apartments. Each one of them had a hallway. Each apartment is considered a separate lot, which you need a loading screen to travel through. Multiple apartments could be in the same building, but you could not have multiple households that you controlled on the same lot. And in The Sims 4, an apartment building cannot be occupied by more than 4 different households, no matter how many apartment units are available. Now, with The Sims 4 landlords, they come every morning, well, at least they're supposed to come every morning to perform the daily services and maintenance on the apartments. They will clean up messes, exterminate roaches, repair broken things. You get the gist. You can also request your landlords to repair and exterminate anything that's going on with your apartment. And landlords will come and complain if apartment is too dirty or if it's too noisy. And of course, they will ask for overdue rent. Rent is due every single Monday, and Sims can pay rent by clicking the apartment mailbox near the street or inside their little hallway. And if you don't pay your rent on Monday, the landlord will come collect the overdue rent by knocking on your apartment door. We also had the option to have roommates, which really helped reduce our weekly rent. Now, roommates are selectable, but they are not controllable. They will act on their own free will, which sometimes we don't like that. Sims can search for a roommate by using the newspaper or computer, and they can also place an ad over the phone. Now, here we are. It's December 2023, and we are patiently waiting for the drop of the new EP for rent coming out, where we can finally build our own apartments. This will be our third expansion pack featuring apartments for The Sims 4, and our very first one that we can fully customize and build our own apartments and apartment buildings, and we can finally play as landlords. That is it for today's video, you guys. Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!